I spent 24 hours in freezing cold ice. I don't give a fuck! And I barely made it out alive.
I think we all just watched Morgz earn a spot on the front page of Lively. Morgz literally got his skull shattered into dust from that frozen brick that asteroid collided into his head. My head hurts from just watching that. He's probably got a goosebump the size of the Eiffel Tower sticking out of his scalp.
I ain't desperate, got a death wish, wake up every morning, got a Zanny and her lettuce for breakfast.
Okay, welcome back, boys, to another desperate attempt at me getting views. It's been a hot minute since I've earned over 1,000 views, and I had to feed my 4 adopted children somehow. So I thought right now would be the perfect time to praise the human more. As I was almost contracting epilepsy from scrolling through Morgz's thumbnails, I found a certain video that had me stumbling for words. I spent 24 hours frozen alive. Dash challenge. Everything Morgz does turns into a hardcore survival show, doesn't it? Morgz makes a dramatic documentary on how he brushes his teeth because his life is just that intense. Speaking of it, he always looks like a Vietnam vet going through chronic PTSD. But without further ado, let's Stephen Hawking backflip into this video. Before the video starts, I want to pull a quick shameless plug. Tell everyone that's watching this to check out me and my friend Brendan's new video that we recently made. If you don't know, my friend Brendan is a vlogger and does public pranks as a little side dish, and your boy was in his most recent one. So if you want to see a walking sloth in the mall, then make sure to check that out. Play a clip real quick from the video and hopefully you'll have that bitch on to watch next.
I see you guys from over there and I couldn't help but ask, like, you guys like want to bang? Like I got this one right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want.
Excuse me, sir, excuse me. I was just wondering, like, if you like wanted to bang or something, cause like on the No Homo, like wanted like to bang, like the drink.
Oh my god.
I'm just messing with you, man. Okay, now let's actually dive into the video.
Are you okay?
I think I said this before, but why does every one of Morgz's intros sound like a World War II kamikaze? Every time I click on his videos, my eardrums get instantly decimated by what sounds like a 9/11 type beat. But this must be serious, and Morgz is damn near crawling into the hospital doors. All that caused by a brick of frozen water.
I ordered $2,000 of solid ice blocks. And I am gonna build my own ice prison and trap myself inside it. Shut the fuck up!
Okay, Jesus, Morgz, you can say it, not spray it. He was shooting saliva out of his mouth like a 1776 cannonball. The water fly out of my laptop screen from that. We all get it, you're going to be sitting in a block of ice for 24 hours, but in reality, probably about 10 minutes. I already know everyone that doesn't have the brain equivalent to a flat tire would know that all of Morgz's challenge videos are faker than Kim Kardashian's left ass cheek. But who actually likes these videos? Like, look at it, it has 200,000 likes. 200,000 products of incest found this video.
100 blocks of solid ice. And as you can see, the whole squad is here.
And as you can see, the whole squad is here, guys. It's literally just his mom and the beautiful legend himself, Little Ball Martin with the milk carton. Martin's shiny head is the only reason why I get out of bed every morning. I got a whole shrine set up just to praise that Chris cut tidal waves on his forehead. Then he just got Jill. There's just nothing to say about it.
Creating my very own ice fortress. And I am going to be trapped in there with absolutely no escape.
I also just noticed Morgz has really lost his mind because he's actually wearing something different than the same Balenciaga shirt that he wears every video. I mean, of course, it's the acid trip Gucci hoodie, but I want to know the last time Morgz has worn something that wasn't over $1,000.
For 24 hours trying not to freeze alive. This is very dangerous. Do not try this at home.
Oh yeah, Morgz, you're really putting your life on the line on this one. I'm just shaking in pure adrenaline just thinking about what could happen to you. I guess Eskimos must have giant swinging nuts every day because they live in blocks of ice. Also, I like how he put a disclaimer saying do not try this at home. Thank God he stopped me. I was already planning on ordering a couple dozen ice blocks.
But leave it to the idiots like me willing to put their life on their line for a challenge. And also, if you haven't already subscribed, please go down there and smash that subscribe button. Because I'm probably gonna die doing this challenge and I don't want to die with less than 10 million subscribers.
Oh yeah, Morgz, if you survive this disaster, it'll be nothing but a pure miracle. I'm praying on my knees as we speak. Hopefully you'll at least have 10 million sped kids subscribe to your channel before you become a human icicle.
Come on, guys. Is this the best you've got? You've been lifting that block for 10 minutes now. Come on. Mini Morgz could have done better. Get a move on.
Hey, don't disrespect my main man Martin looking fresh as ever with that face. His hairline looks like a World War I trench and Moses might have split the seas on his scalp, but he's still the second coming of Jesus. Look at that beautiful smile.
Oh, come on, guys. I'm not paying you to stand around looking at it. Get it on there.
Stop moaning! You're hardly paying me anything! nothing.
Are they paying you anything? He's not paying me nothing at all.
He knows anything, but it'll all be worth it when we see the frozen look on your face.
It was literally filmed in April. Now, I'm not in London smacking on my fish and chips, so I don't know what the weather is there in the UK, but I'm pretty sure there's not a blizzard happening when they filmed it. Morgz can literally do a home tour and call in Uber Eats in that ice fortress. It's not like he's standing in sub-zero water 24 hours. He got a whole New York apartment complex in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ice prison is officially complete. So now there's no more waiting. It's time for the challenge to begin.
I don't care.
It's a record for Morgz. Usually he doesn't begin his quote-unquote challenges until the video is almost over. It takes about a couple centuries to begin, but this time he's doing it in 3 minutes. Morgz really just changed for the worse because now he makes TikToks with Tambizian, whatever African tribal name it is.
I've got my wetsuit on under my clothes to help keep me dry.
That makes perfect sense. You know, the Gucci hoodie would turn into a soaking spin mop, but my wetsuit be nice and dry the whole time. I cannot tell you how many brain cells I lose every time a sound vibration just comes out of Morgz' mouth.
About to spend 24 hours inside this freezing cold ice house. I've only just entered the house and I can already tell it is a whole lot colder than out there.
Well, yeah, Morgz, you're practically living inside of a picnic cooler. The only installation you have is that precious wetsuit.
And the scary part is it's only gonna get worse and worse as the temperature starts to drop outside. But for now, all I can do is stay here and try and keep as warm as possible. Okay guys, the time is 2 p.m.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's probably been like 20 seconds realistically since you last talked. Every time he inhales his lung, an hour passes. Also, low-key, isn't it me or does Morgz look like Cricket from Big City Greens?
Guys, there is no chance I'm eating any of that, so it looks like I'm going with plan B. Order food on a delivery app and get it delivered to the ice house. This delivery man is going to be very, very confused.
Okay, I guess I wasn't wrong. He actually is using Uber Eats. For real though, out of all places, you're going to choose Subway. I'm sorry, Subway got ruined for me a long time ago because Subway's bread is always a crunchy, crusty cluster f***. I had to stop getting my bread toasted. Every time I picked up any sub, the bread would obliterate to ashes.
Okay guys, I'm ordering from Subway. I've got a 12-inch turkey and ham sandwich. And I've kindly wrote on the restaurant instructions, please deliver the sandwich to the ice house in the driveway.
I just feel bad for this poor delivery guy. He's gonna go to a nice fancy mansion, you know, he's probably gonna get all hyped like, oh, I bet these people are rich and everything. And he goes in the back just to see an ice block with Morgz sitting in it. People always say if you see any celebrity in real life, you'll freak out. But I'm sorry, if I saw Morgz in real life, I would dash the other direction to avoid my soul being taken by his death stare.
Need backup. I need the squad. I need and Bald Martin. Soldiers, I have assembled you here today because I need your help.
I don't know why Morgz mom and Martin are looking like a Walmart American Gotham painting right now, but it's really starting to give me the heebie-jeebies. So why does Morgz mom always look like a CGI character? Like, she just doesn't look real. Like, she looks like a cast member off the Planet of the Apes.
It is way too cold to survive the full 24 hours inside this ice house, so I'm gonna need you to save the day.
It's okay, Captain. I know exactly what to do. Gunn has been in the ice house for hours. He's cold, he's vulnerable, and he needs our help. I've driven as fast as I can to McDonald's.
You're a fucking idiot.
Morgz just ate a foot-long sub and complained about the weather, so your first resort is to drive to McDonald's. Also, I don't know why I'm sharing this, but your boy had McDonald's yesterday for the first time in ages.
Nigga, that's crazy, but I don't remember asking.
And I had the juicy triple C thick Big Mac. I wish I could have another one low-key. And also, another thing, McDonald's is low-key kind of sus. I was eating there for some reason, you know, because I don't know why I didn't go through the drive-thru. And I wanted to wash my hands before I left because I wasn't trying to have gonorrhea when I walked out. So I walked in there and the bathroom had the sink in the front with the mirror and the urinal was on the side. That means whenever someone has to whip out the Schmeat stick, I'll be able to witness the whole massacre. That's when some big buff black dude walked in, dropped his fly, and I immediately stared down the floor. He probably thought I had Parkinson's disease because I missed where the water was a few times and I had the soap flying everywhere because as soon as it hit my hand, I was taken by surprise. So I was just glaring at the floor for about a minute and a half because the dude had to take the longest pee I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Almost slipped and fell on my way out too to put the cherry on top.
Because I have a plan. I'm gonna get Morgan a load of hot drinks because he needs them to keep warm.
Jill,
That's a great idea. Or we could order him an ice cold water.
Martin is such a gentleman. He is offering a nice ice cold glass of the finest water for Morgz. Like, you just really gotta appreciate the hard work that Martin goes through. Too bad he couldn't work on his hairline.
Cold water, please, with extra ice.
Jill, I can't believe it. Morgan's gonna be fuming.
Check it out, guys. A nice ice cold water. Morgan's gonna love this. Martin! Look at Morgan over there. It looks like he's freezing.
He's having a mental breakdown in the box. Meanwhile, Jill with no chill and little milk carton Martin are just having a nice hot cup of joe in their BMW.
Morgan, are you okay?
No, I'm absolutely freezing. It's really hot now that
We all know the ice falls on him, but like, how can you be that stupid to still sit in there? Just look how crooked that wall is. It is holding on for dear life.
Now, guys, at this point, the video took a turn for the worse. The weather conditions had got so severe that the ice sculpture was now completely dangerous to be around.
Notice that half the walls were almost sideways and barely clinging to life, but you still sat in there shaking like an epileptic kid staring at a tie-dye shirt. That's one of my shower thoughts, is like, how did people with epilepsy survive in the 1960s? Because everyone was wearing what an acid trip would look like and stared at the sun in public parks.
The 27-kilogram blocks of solid ice were starting to melt, slip, slide, and there was nothing I could do about it. I was trapped inside my own 24-hour death trap.
Are you okay?
Who cared about Morgz? What I'm worried about is that hot chocolate cups. How are you gonna let those go to waste? Nah, but that scream is the scream of pure terror, so I'm actually gonna go with Morgz on this one and say that he's actually telling the truth. Obviously, he's probably being over dramatic.
Hey, Landry, right on me, man.
Are you okay? Can I take you this cup?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Sure, Morgz' hair retracted the ice block like a spring because he has a whole IKEA mattress on top of his head for cushioning. Even if his head got cracked open like a grade A egg, we wouldn't be able to see it because of the bird's nest that's sitting on top of his head.
Come on, mate. We're almost there. Let's get you checked out.
Guys, we've just arrived at the hospital. Pain is getting really bad.
You just gotta love the family support Morgz gets from his parents, you know? When your kid just on the verge of dying and his skull looks like a broken Chinese dinner plate, the most logical thing to do is to bust out the camera and record your son dying. I mean, I guess they gotta make that ad revenue to cover the hospital bills and the funeral.
My head is starting to get really woozy and it really hurts on my left foot. The ice obviously landed there as well as my head. This was a really bad idea.
Come on.
Like, someone literally had to set up that camera just so they could get that angle of Morgz walking in. Like, Morgz' head is just gushing out the Niagara Falls of blood. Martin is like,
Hold up a second, gotta make sure we got the right angle here.
see, this is where I think being over dramatic comes into play, because the top comment of this video is Morgz saying, "This is not a skit, this is not a joke, I am lucky to be alive." I'm sure you're very lucky to survive this incident.
About 7, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m.
Oh yeah, guys, he almost died. Near death experience. Oh my god, my whole body's shaking. Oh my god. Like, she literally just told him to chill out in the back for a little bit. If it was an actual emergency and your brain is shutting down, you just wouldn't be chilling in the waiting room.
Guys, it's been about 2 hours since Morgan went to see the doctor. I'm really worried. It's Morgan! Say, how are you feeling?
Well, they said there's really bad bruising from the ice blocks, mainly on my head and my left foot. They said that they're going to need to take various tests and it's going to take hours, maybe even days. They're going to need to check my head, they're going to need to check my foot, they're going to need to take x-rays, they're going to need to check if my mental state's okay. They've got to do all these tests on me just to check that I'm feeling okay.
Okay, maybe that was a bad time. I'm filling up my bath as we speak, gonna drop my toaster in there like a bath bomb. Is it sad that I only like Morgz when he gets injured? Like, he's not screaming at the top of his lungs for once, and it's actually nice watching it. I'm gonna make a petition for Morgz to start an ASMR channel. Hopefully you'll fail that one and get out of there. As I bow down on my knees in prayer for Morhan J. Hudjon, I'm gonna cut it off there. Goes to show Morgz finally actually did something dangerous and paid the price for it. Make sure to slap a like on this video before your dad slaps you. Subscribe if you hit my vibe and follow my Twitter link down below. Also, check out me and Brendan's video if you got this far. If you don't, then your mom has chlamydia and you don't want that. I don't think anyone wants that. Alright, boys, well, I'm ahead.
I don't need no, but I love it when they jealous. While they talking, the world keep revolving. Now we popping, pop up in the city in the Rover or the Rari. Sorry little hoe, I can't even say sorry. Pull up in a range, riding around like a Mari. Hello, shit is to my phone up, I don't need no hoe, yeah. I did roll the dojo, I don't even smoke, yeah. Tell her that I love her, so she think